They kind of pull a Dark Knight in the end, where kind of the people need a villain and they need to know that good triumphs over evil. And so Glinda, who has been awful the entire two movies, pretends to be good, and Elphaba, who has been good the entire time, pretends to be evil, so that they can sell kind of the people of Oz a story they can buy into. And what this all amounts to is that the most spoiled, selfish, insufferable, vapid character in the entire story, and the most privileged as well, ends up being Queen of Oz and ends up being celebrated by the people as their savior. And the only thing she is going for her is that she's pretty and popular. Her tragedy is that she gets to be queen and popular and celebrated by everybody.
I kind of half saw what they were trying to do with that, with the flashback that they had with her as a kid, in terms of it would have been better or greater if she kind of rejected the idea of like, just having the status placed upon her just because of like who she is and what she was, and kind of people celebrating and believing in her based on a lie and not really based on who you are.
And throughout the entire story, part 1 and 2, it's this whole idea of how you look is how you get judged. Like, Elphaba is ugly according to the story, and that means she's viewed as evil and she's viewed as an outsider. And Glinda is pretty, therefore she is celebrated, right? And I kind of get this whole idea of like, people are so stupid that we have to lie to them for their own good. And that means Glinda has to take this burden on her, and the ugly people, Fiyero and Elphaba, have to go into exile, have to disappear, because the people have to believe that they've died. I kind of get that. It's not saying that Glinda being queen in the end is good exactly. It's more like saying, look how stupid everybody else is that this has to happen. And that by itself leaves a sour taste in my mouth, just how arrogant like the whole feeling of the story is. Because I think that is how like the target audience looks at this. Like, we are the ones who see through this through appearances, but everybody else is so stupid that there is no alternative to having the pretty people win, or at least tell the story that the pretty people won. I just sat there watching Glinda go through kind of the sequence in the end where she kind of puts on the crown and she reflects on everything that's happened, and there's some kind of communion between her and Elphaba as well, right? Where both kind of see this is tragic, but it has to be this way, and now things are the way they're supposed to. But it ends up with Elphaba walking into the desert and Glinda being in her palace, ruling over everybody. It just felt creepy and it weirded me out.
I kind of have like less strong feelings about the ending.
Like, the entire thing, just like, everybody is so shallow and focused on appearances and stupid, except for like one or two point of view characters.
You can kind of understand it a little bit because those things do happen in real life. There is things like pretty privilege, or they were kind of like people are treated differently just kind of based on like appearance, based on like how they look.
I guess so. I just get a really arrogant vibe from it.